I need you to send this to your best friend, because if you're in the market to buy a brand new home and you and your best friend want to live next to each other side by side, but on top of that, you want to own the whole block and not have any additional neighbors, then this home, this area, this exact location is perfect for you. Because as you could see here, there's only two homes that are being built, and that's it. You're not going to have any neighbors to the front of you or to the back. You're just going to have those green spaces. That's why this home is fetching a little bit higher of a price point, because of its lot location. And think about it, you and your best friend side by side, amazing views, amazing location, amazing home at an amazing price. You could definitely get that. This is a very special home in a very unique location, because you can see we're climbing a bunch of stairs. The builder had to use a crazy amount of foundation to level the home where it made sense, but because they had to do that, it created this like almost basement like effect for the garage that we're going to see here towards a little bit towards the end of the video. Now this is called the Yale floor plan, and it starts at 519,990. Just look at how beautifully done this open concept is. It feels so much more spacious than even some of the bigger homes that I saw, because of just the way this floor plan lays out. Again, we're looking at 4 beds, 3 baths. It does have a home office, and it does have a bonus room. Okay, this is technically a 1-story home, but because of the downstairs kind of like Texas basement, you're gonna have almost like a two floor kind of scenario here. And again, we're gonna see that as we come towards the end of this video. This is part of their classic collection. So the classic collection, you're going to see black finishes. You're going to see certain tile for the backsplash here in the kitchen and in the bathroom. You could see here, this is an all electric community. One of my favorite things about this community is its location, because we're talking Texas Hill Country. You have the San Gabriel River just to the south of this community. This particular home, it's facing south, so you're not going to get the beautiful sunsets, but you're still going to have visibility of it. It's just not going to be directly in front of you. But just having no neighbors in front of back, and you possibly owning this entire this little lot section, so you can have that street for you and the family next door. I think that's a huge win, not only for if you buy this house, but for resale value, because you do have, I think, the best of all worlds really, and you're buying in a brand new master plan community with very to little neighbors, which I think is a major win. And if you're watching this right now, let's go check it out today, because this will not last once more and more people find out about this. Because when you look at the drone shots towards the end and just see how beautiful this location is, it's really going to blow you away. Now we're standing in the owner's suite. This is the owner's bathroom. Once we turn around and look at that shower, your mouth's going to drop, because it's a beautiful, very almost like 2-3 person shower. It has I think 2 shower heads. We're going to see here in a second. I really like what they did here with the walk-in closet. I think it's just one, but it is huge. It's massive, and I love when they do the mirror there with the closet. It's definitely a nice little added touch. But you have a very generous size walk-in closet, owner's bath, owner's suites. I mean, look at this amazing 2 shower head. So these are upgrades that the builder added. I think they were very thoughtfully done, because I know people will love that, and having the tub on top of that. So very spacious owner's suite. You almost have like your own wing of the house with this bedroom. And again, lots of natural light, lots of windows in all the spaces. You're definitely going to get that. Even in the backyard here, we're going to see here in a second, it has a lot of mature trees, which you typically do not find in these new build communities. You definitely get brand new trees, but that's something particular and unique about this address. Now, this home is currently for sale, and it's ready to be moved in today. We're looking at 504 Frio Springs Trail, and it's currently being offered at $644,990. $644,990, and that roughly breaks down to a mortgage payment at about in the high 4,000s. The high 4,000s for your mortgage payment, okay? But what really drew my attention to this community was the tax rate. The tax rate is 1.79. That is very good because if you look at the other surrounding areas as far as new builds, all their tax rates are 2% or more. So that is one unique advantage about this community, and I think that's a reason why this community is doing so well and it's selling out consistently because of the tax rate, the location, and Brightland Homes is offering a good product. And once I saw a couple of the homes that were available, I was like, wow, more and more people need to know about this, and I think we could do a little bit better on the price. So get at me for a consultation, for a sit down, so we can talk and strategize on how we can negotiate and get you all the financial incentives and at a very great price. Again, this home is all electric. We are in Texas Hill Country. Check out this little area of the house. Okay, this is the additional kind of little flex room space. It's carpeted, so it's a bedroom. That it does have a closet and a window. It could be optioned out to be a study. So if you want a home office, that's something we could consider doing before you even move in, right? We can rip out the carpet. I know a great guy who does wholesaling for the flooring. We can get the part number from the builder, and we can make this a home office if you don't want it to be a bedroom. But right next to this bedroom is this ensuite bath. But right across from this bathroom is this bonus room that we're gonna see, and I love the way they did these kind of bonus rooms because you don't expect it. And once we go to this other door, where it takes us down to the basement level, it almost felt like a speakeasy for me because you don't you expect like a linen closet from the door, not so much a whole downstairs to it, right? That's what you expect. But we're gonna see here in a second what the Texas basement looks like. So right here we're standing in the laundry room that connects to the bonus room. And what they did for this particular bonus room is that they added this nice little farmhouse door, which in the other ones they did not have. So I like what they did there. And just look at how spacious this bonus room is, located above the garage. And if you look online at their floor plan, you're not going to see this. This is something that the builder just did, and I think they were very well intentioned and very smart to do so, because more bedrooms is always a big plus here in Texas. And look at the size of this bonus room, right? It even comes with its own little split AC unit because of that's how big it is, right? So this would be great for if you plan on hosting, if you plan on having guests stay over, if you have the grandparents or the parents staying over for an extended amount of time. This room would be beautiful for them because you have quick access to the bathroom. It's very spacious. You can actually have a bed and a little living area, right? And it has its own AC, and you're facing the front of the house, so you can get a lot of that natural light there too. So here is this room that just doesn't appear to be a whole. You don't expect all this when you open it, right? So up here is where you have the water heater located, right? And the water softening loop. And then downstairs is where we have the 2-car garage with this Texas style basement. I mean, if you are the type of person who's very handy, I mean, look at the space. I've known some people that had this very deep garage, so they actually created a loft area for a home office, and they still had enough. They built it high enough so you could still fit the cars underneath. I think that's something that could be done here with this space as well, especially when you see how high you are. And it did feel a lot cooler. I mean, because you're surrounded by concrete, the temperature did drop when you're here, and you still have a lot of storage right there underneath the staircase. So there's a lot of potential, a lot of options that you could do with this Texas kind of size style 2-car garage. So not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Again, this community does belong to the Georgetown ISD. So the schools are right there on the bottom left corner. Now we're checking out, and I love what they did here with the patio area. It's kind of like in the middle of the house, not off to the side, right in the middle. I like it. I like when they do that. It's definitely an oversized covered back patio. It does have a gas line hookup there for grilling, and just pay attention to the brick on all 4 sides. That's definitely a very, very nice, adds to the structure durability and adds to the overall look. And in this community, having all 4 sides of brick is a plus. Look at those mature trees. That's very unique for this, just where this home sits at. I'm glad the builder kept the mature trees, because usually you're going to see just a bunch of new trees, but they were able to keep what they could. So just check out this location. Right next door, where you see all that open green space, that's a wedding venue. So you're going to have a wedding venue right next to this place. That could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on your personal preference. But just visually speaking, look how beautiful that looks. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And right down there, you can kind of see that a little bit of water. That's the San Gabriel River that you're going to have easy access to from this community. From this home that we're looking at, you're going to be right, it's right down there. You're going to be walking distance, just steps away from a nice paved trail that hugs the San Gabriel River. You can see there's still plenty of future lot opportunities available for this particular phase because we're kind of located at the kind of base of the hill, right? So we're not on the hill. We were on the hill. Now we're that was a viewpoint of the bottom of the hill. And just check out this river. This is the San Gabriel River. And I wouldn't be surprised because they're building so many of these new build communities right here off south of this Highway 29 that and all of them have access to this San Gabriel River, and I'm pretty sure all of them are going to have some type of paid trail system like this that I wouldn't be surprised if all of them connect. So if you're looking for a home that you're surrounded by nature, you have Texas, you're by the Texas hills, you want to be in the Texas hills, you want to be easy access to the river, easy access to Georgetown, because this location is going to be 15 minutes from everything. 15 minutes from HEB, 15 minutes from downtown Georgetown, 15 minutes to Lake Georgetown. Very easy access to major transportation hubs like I-35. Let's take a look at that. Let me share my screen here for a second, and let's take a look on the map really quickly now where this community resides. So we were looking at the retreat at San Gabriel by Brightland Homes. There's this is Highway 29. This is where a lot of new construction communities are being built, but again, they're not all the same. This is one of the few that have a tax rate of under 2%. And again, a lot of these communities are going to have access to the San Gabriel River. That's going to be a huge selling point. And as far as like the hill country, you're going to get that for all these communities. What's going to really make the difference is just the price point and what kind of incentives that the builders are going to offer, right? And this community, hands down, you can the incentives can fluctuate, but the tax rate's not going to change. So that's one thing that's very unique, and that's going to be that's very good for you from a future home resale value perspective, is having a very low tax rate. So this is an amazing location. You're going to have easy access to, again, all the recreational things. You have Lake Georgetown, you have downtown Georgetown right here, all within 15 minutes. You have HEB, you have the Wolf Ranch community that's very well heavily awarded. I think they were voted best master plan community last year. But so having that close proximity to is going to just add to future home values, right? Because this is a huge name, big name out here in Georgetown. And the last thing I wanted to show you was a little bit of what's available now, specifically for this subdivision, right? So again, we were looking at Retreat at San Gabriel. That's the name of the community, name of the subdivision. And everything you see in green here is what's available for sale. Everything in red is what's recently closed. And everything in orange is what's currently pending. So they have quite a few more green lots available. That wasn't the case a few weeks ago when I went to go tour this. So they are building, and they are selling consistently. Like, these won't last very long, especially some of these that have like just a really unique floor plan that have an amazing price, because they're very competitive, competitive price per square foot price. So there are opportunities now and future opportunities, because they are building another phase in the future. So they're going to open up more lots. But until then, one other last little thing I wanted to show you was just a little bit of what the builder is offering as far as incentive wise. So right here in this column, this is buyer's closing costs paid by the seller, but the seller in this case being the builder. So just quickly, the builder, what I'm seeing is Brightland Homes gave back anywhere on the low end between $1,500 and on the high end up to $35,000. Right. And what makes the difference between how much each of these buyers were getting was the real estate agent, and understanding what the recent sales are for the community, understanding what the recent sales are for the surrounding communities. And the only people that are going to know that are people who specialize in new construction and that actually pay attention. And I keep a pulse on everything new construction happening here in Williamson County, just north of Austin. Right. There's a lot of new construction happening here in the area. In order to be able to unlock all the financial incentives, in order to negotiate a very good price, you have to know the market. And I've been to a lot of these new built communities. I've sold in a lot of these new built communities. So having that just experience and knowing the market is going to be very advantageous when it comes to just your negotiating power, right? Because these builders are the ones that I'm seeing that are they are leading the market in terms of sales, right? Builders have the bigger pocketbooks, so they than the resale market. So what like an everyday person would sell, because they are offering they're offering some cash back for the to buy down the interest rate and pay for some closing costs, which you don't really see in the resale market, right? Not as much as new construction at least. So, what should you do next if you are if you're looking at this home and you're like, man, this checked all the boxes. I'll have all my information in the description. Hit me up. Let's go take a tour of this today so we can see what incentives that we can unlock, right? And again, this is be perfect for you and a best friend. You guys can own the whole block. That you can't really say that very often when it comes to new construction, because it's just the way it happened. It happened to work out for this particular the way these two homes sit. But let's say you're looking to buy in 2025, but maybe you're not ready in the next 30, 60 days. I still want to talk. I'll have my information so we can set up a discovery call so we can strategize together. Because maybe there's something standing in your way that we can overcome together. Because I work with a lot of smart people in credit repair and mortgage lending. And at the end of the day, we don't know what we don't know. And even I'm surprised sometimes, like, oh wow, now I just learned something new that I can add to my tool belt for the next buyer, right? Because there's so many people that want to help, right? It's just connecting everybody, right? Because at the end of the day, when you win, we win. So again, my name is Omar Pineda. I'm your Austin realtor with eXp Realty. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with all things new construction here in the Austin area. I'm your guy. And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.